to fade into the sunset. I say we're Mickey and Mallory, wind up swinging from the cottonwood tree. Never going to change the world. It's just a story of a boy and a girl.
What's up, everybody? This is Sound Off with Stixx. This is Keith Stixx from Tsunami Cables, and I'm here with my good friends Bobby and Steve from Symbolic. And what's up, guys? How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Awesome. So I got you guys on the podcast today, and let's see. Let's go ahead and jump in the time machine a little bit and head back to when you guys started playing and all that good stuff.
Let's see.
Steve
Steve usually answers this one.
Right, but go ahead.
But Steve and I had a band a long time ago because, we're old as dirt. But anyway, we just decided one day, let's just push ourselves musically.
Mm.
So we started working, and then we brought Scott in.
Gotcha.
Decided to come back and sing. And a great voice, awesome stage presence, And Stevie would be your...
2014.
No, I'm trying to think.
Oh, how many drummers?
Yeah.
The Spinal Tap
It's
version.
kind of like the reverse Spinal Tap. I would just throw them and then they would explode into the green globule.
Nice.
But, it was funny because Steve and Scott had played together before in VMS.
Yeah.
Violent Mood Swing.
Back to 2000.
So, as we were looking at people to play drums, one thing was a certain, had to play to a click.
Right. All right.
I mean, it's...
Yeah.
Now, people ask me all the time, what do you think? I'm like, your drummer doesn't play to a click, does he? And he's
Right.
like, well, I'm like, yeah, because I'm just,
You can just feel that meter push
You
and pull.
can,
Oh yeah, big time.
That always worries me when you see drummers and they're going into a fill. And as a musician, you probably see this too.
Yep.
You're like, oh, I don't know how he's going to get out of this
Yeah.
one. It's just
Yeah.
like, it's like a round fill, but you're like, ooh, he's got about 4 beats. Is he going to get there?
Yeah, right.
So that was a plus.
Yeah.
And so Scott had asked me to meet him at NAMM in
2013.
2013.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, and trying to find somebody on Saturday at NAMM.
That was perfect. That was good.
And how fast the messaging is there. It's like you
Oh,
send
yeah.
a text and 20 minutes later, shit, he's over there now.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
So we hit it off, and then we kind of kept in communication.
Cool.
And so when we started looking for a drummer, I was just here, learn this, learn this, learn this,
Mhm.
And then he came out, actually during NAMM. That was like the first time we all played together. wasn't
Right,
it?
that was, now 2014, because it was
Yeah.
the week of the Super Bowl.
Yep. And so we did that, and I was like, yeah, we just decided there was chemistry, obviously, as
Right.
you know, you
Yep.
need to have chemistry in a band.
Oh, yeah.
And it worked out, and then we started doing stuff, and then we added another guitar player,
Right.
and then he decided to move on.
Okay.
So then that's when we brought Louis Borhai in,
Gotcha.
who was in On Descent, and what was the other one?
He was in...
Yeah, you can tell we're prepared for this one.
Yeah. What's your notes, damn it?
But so anyway, Louis and I have known each other for years.
Oh, he's in Voodoo Temple.
Voodoo Temple.
Okay.
And so it just worked out.
Right.
And so he ended up putting one song on the new CD.
Cool.
And it was just nice because Steve would track everything and double track stuff, harmonies.
Mhm.
So, I don't know, a lot of people like to use stuff that's canned
Right.
live.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, some parts I wouldn't mind doing.
Mhm.
But it's just nice that whatever we play on a CD, we can also do live.
Right.
Right.
And it's one thing that we get a lot. It's like, God, you guys sound like your CD, which I like. It's they're saying, hey, you sound like shit,
Right. Exactly.
And they're just like, oh, wow, how do you guys, how do you get? And I'm like, well, we usually rehearse 2 times a week religiously.
Yeah.
I think this year's we probably missed the most,
Oh, yeah.
just because we've been playing out of town and other
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
and
You've done a lot.
life happens.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Or my thing is, if you're sick,
Mhm.
I don't care. Yet you don't share.
Yeah. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, really,
Yeah.
it's cool, man.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I just tell them, well, that's 2 nights a week, 2 to 3 hours sometimes, depending what how it rolls. If we're working on new stuff, if you're going through the set, it's usually like an hour and a half, and then okay, thank God.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's done. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But when you get to the newer stuff, it's more exciting because your
Absolutely.
creativity comes
Yeah.
into play.
Absolutely. It's new.
That's the one thing I love
fresh.
about this band is that when the song idea comes in, either with Steve and Louie or once in a blue moon I have an idea,
Mhm.
is that nothing's ever etched in stone until it comes out on a CD.
Nice.
Right.
Okay,
So
that's
because
cool.
it's just like, it's almost the same thing. It's like, should we double the chorus at the end, or do we need a different bridge going into the
Right.
lead, or whatever?
Yeah.
And so it's pretty open ground because they'll be like, I'll put the snare on the beat. Or, I don't know, maybe off it
Put it
this
off of
time.
it, yeah.
Or you know what I mean? Or ooh, cause like I said, I love double bass, so there can
Right.
never be enough double bass for me. Well,
I'm
it's just
good with
live.
that. I'm fine.
Well, when it's
Yeah.
live drums to me are the most exciting to hear.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
mic'd up or whatever, But that's pretty much how it is. I mean, we just started working, and then last year we signed with EMP,
Right.
and that was awesome. And it was a learning experience. It still is.
Yeah,
You know, and it's like we were fortunate. We played in Texas.
Played San Antonio, Austin, San Antonio twice.
Yeah.
Austin.
We drove through El Paso.
We drove through El Paso. Oregon.
Yep.
Yeah,
We
for
did
the
that.
Tarzan to the Stars gig.
Yeah. We ventured out into new places and
Yep.
gonna say hi to the Texas family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
definitely.
And hi to the Oregon family, But it was fun. It
And
was.
that, brewery.
Oh yeah.
The DJ Jazzy Huff.
Oh my god.
Oh, dear
yeah.
God.
Well, see, we played in Oregon. Damn it. Guitars Into the Stars, obviously. What's up, Jason? I almost didn't remember, but I did. We haven't had a Coors Light yet, so work with me. Apparently, it makes you live to 102.
Well,
Yeah.
there's that.
But so he just handed us this whole stack of tickets. I mean, he runs top-notch stuff up there, And it was funny because my best friend's brother came down. He had a beer and we were kind of sound checking. He goes, "Here, check this out." And I'm like, "Where's my beer?" It's like, okay. So I started. I'm like, "Well, this is pretty good." Turned out they had I think you have 6 microbreweries or local breweries come out.
Uh-huh.
And so I didn't know, but for the band it was pretty much free. And I'm like,
Yeah, that was not a good thing.
that was pretty. That was.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
what time did we play? 3.
Yeah, we're on pretty early, about 2-3 o'clock,
3
and
o'clock,
then
and then
the
so
drinking commenced about 3:25.
Right.
3:30.
I know.
Oh dear
The
God.
whole rest.
It was pretty
Night.
funny because I'm just like, hey, these are pretty good, and then everybody's just like, DJ Jazzy Jeff Heffelich.
DJ Jazzy Huff.
That was it.
I think was it? Yeah.
Yeah. And that was like, hello.
Yeah.
And the drink is going to start out good when you have a drink ticket. You hand it to the girl, and she's like, "No, this one's on me." All right.
Yeah.
I like you.
And then you wake up 3 in the morning in your hotel room going, "How the hell did I get here?"
Yeah, it was fun.
Good
Not that we
times.
promote those things, but
No.
we have a good time when we're
Yeah.
away
Oh, yeah,
playing shows
absolutely.
because I kind of looked at it as tests. Like we had played Vegas, we played Arizona.
Right.
Going to Texas was before we went to Oregon rather. So and we drove.
Yeah.
We'll never drive to Texas again. Those are 26 hours of your life you never get back.
Right.
Yeah, but we did have a good time screwing up every good metal song with really
we
shitty
were having
lyrics.
fun. I mean, there's nothing to do when you're driving that far.
Right.
I
And
mean, you could have a monkey hold the steering wheel on cruise control.
We kind of did.
You
And
kind of
it's-
did.
oh, yeah.
That was me.
And
But,
it's flat. It's boring.
Oh my
It's a
God.
boring drive
oh,
too.
if there's sand to your left,
Yeah.
more
More
sand.
sand.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're into trees when you hit Texas.
Right.
And
Yeah,
you're just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
where the hell did that come from?
Yeah.
Because I could swear we were just in the Mojave.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then I figured out Texas drivers are definitely worse than California drivers.
Oh really?
Oh,
I couldn't figure out why everybody's car we saw had like a dent.
we know now. We know now.
When we were going
Now
to
you
Guitar
know.
Center, and this guy's got his right blinker on, and I'm thinking, oh, cool, because I want to go out and get to the right. Right blinker made a 4-laner right in front of me.
Oh jeez.
And right then and there, I understood why everyone's car has a dent or a ding on it,
God, it was.
Oh, that's
Those are
crazy.
good times, and I mean,
Yeah.
like, oh, God. We actually did one show since we've been back. We just wanted to start writing more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
And, to find the right booking agent
Mm-hmm.
is fun.
Oh yeah.
And being an unknown is also fun.
Right.
Yeah.
To get your foot in the door, you kind of have to build a base, and to build a base, you got to play. But you know how that goes. Everything has to have the step to get you to decent money. Because it's still going to be out of pocket
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
to a degree. But I mean, we're not kids. We're not all going to stuff ourselves in a van.
Right.
Have to
Yeah.
have some dignity and luxury,
Yeah.
like a shower. But,
Yeah.
Definitely an hour.
Yeah, absolutely.
but kudos if you can do that.
Yeah.
Obviously. I mean, doing it right would be fun, you know.
I mean, I guess for the experience it would be fun, but
Well, like I said, it was kind of a test. Like, okay, how are we going to react if we're flying into place somewhere?
Mhm.
And everybody pulled it together. You
Yeah,
know,
it was really
it was
fun, actually.
impressive.
Yeah.
And because you don't know
Right. Oh
until
yeah.
you're put under the test, like
Absolutely.
you know, and it's just like I mean, you could plan for
Mhm.
every contingency.
But yeah, until
Like
you're
me,
there.
I'm anal. I have 2 cables of everything, batteries. You
that was
know.
our.
Yeah, pretty much. Then you go, fuck, I should have packed that one thing. Damn it.
Yeah. So on your, as far as being signed with the label, is their support mostly just from the album support?
Yeah, pretty
Okay, yeah,
much.
gotcha,
I
okay.
mean, the cool thing about it wasn't like a 360 deal.
Right. Okay.
And so we retain a lot of stuff.
That's nice.
And that was kind of key
Yeah.
because, I mean, I don't want to sound like a dick, but unless I know you, I don't want you adjusting our songs.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, if I want to fart on an album for an hour, then
Right. There it is.
that's what I'm going to do.
Right.
You know? I don't need you to tell
Which
me.
is the title track of our next album.
Yeah, exactly. The untamed fart. No.
Yeah.
But, no, I love Tom, and Dave's, you know, he's a very smart man.
Right.
And it's awesome, you know, to,
Oh, yeah.
to have that connection and stuff.
Absolutely.
And, but, you know, it's 2018.
Right.
You're not going to get a lot of tour support
Right.
no matter what. I mean,
Yeah.
guidance is awesome.
Mhm.
Having the ability to have that as a calling card to open a door,
Right,
which is, you know, what we do. That's all you can ask.
Yeah.
Just get my foot to the door, and this will take care of everything else.
Right.
you know.
Right.
I'm the
Absolutely.
silver-tongued devil, aren't you?
Yes, he is.
Absolutely.
And that's the fun part about it. You know, it's just,
Right.
well, I'm chatty anyway, you know.
Mhm.
And it's just how, it's just building that friendship, that connection with
Mhm.
someone. And you can, I mean, I usually can tell, like, oh, okay, this isn't going to go anywhere. Or,
Right.
wow, this guy's really cool. Or,
Right.
you know. And that's the good side about things, you
Right.
know. Bad side about things, you know, you work with people and believe me, we've been around the block. There's not much room for smoke in my rear anymore. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna be on 70,000 tons of fun. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna buy that one.
Yeah.
When you send me the contract,
Right. Then we're
I'll
talking.
be 100%, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little leery
Absolutely.
till
Yeah.
said thing happens, you know.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we're just probably gonna focus, I think, next year. Well, we start off the year, we have a show playing at their main stage, Ramona.
Nice.
They're bringing music back, which is awesome.
Yep.
So it'll be with Rough Riot, some members of Quiet Riot,
Yeah.
and Rough Gut.
Okay.
So we're excited about that.
That's gonna be a
And
good fun show, yeah.
April
Yeah, April
will
27th.
be direct support for Last in Line
Nice. Okay.
at the main stage. We played with them before at Brick.
Okay.
That was a good show. That was what I like to refer to as the nuts to butt show.
Yeah.
Oh my
Everybody's
God.
packed in like cord,
Yeah.
like wood, you know. I'm listening. Good God, it's hot up here tonight. You know?
All those bodies.
I
yeah,
keep an
absolutely.
industrial blower just for that reason.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, you just like to blow your hair. I go, no, I'm kind of fat. It's really hot. Up here.
I love it.
I wear shorts, and trust me, if I'm sweating,
Yeah.
it's hot. You
Yeah.
know, you put 350 people in a place like the Brick, it's kind of,
Right.
you know. Plus, you're already in the humidity center because you're
Right.
close to the beach.
And the Brick is not known for their ventilation.
No.
Right. Yeah. It's
Although we
awesome.
did invent a new game
What's that?
when we were playing it, because I called it "You Get Sudsy Wet."
Okay.
So we just started like
Nice.
sweat flicking because you're just like
Yeah.
carving it off like butter, you know. 'Cause you're just
Yes.
going, oh my god, I don't know if it's ever been this hot.
Symbolic, they're totally hygienic, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we have fun. We're a lot of fun live.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely.
Absolutely. That's that is great. All right. So, what was the Bob? What was your first bass that you ever owned? What
My
was
first
it?
bass was it was cheaper than a Honda. It was a knockoff of a Fender
Okay.
jazz bass.
Okay.
It was so cheap, like the pickup didn't cover the G string. It was like about a quarter inch shy. But it was a rental, you know.
Okay.
So
Was it like one of those like rent to own things, like where you?
no, we just rented it
Oh, okay.
actually from a mom and pop place.
Right.
Those are real. They did have mom and pop music stores. once,
Right.
you know. And
Once upon a time.
once upon a time. And then my second bass was actually a Gibson Ripper.
Okay.
Gene Simmons,
Yeah.
influential for me at that point,
Right.
you know. And then, as Steve would say, I played everything under the sun, bass-wise,
Yeah.
till I got to what I use now. you know.
Right.
And for what we do, you know, well, you know, Sheldon,
Yeah.
the Dingwalls are incredible.
Oh yeah.
You know, money, pound for pound.
Yeah.
company just taking off great, and I love it. I mean, that was my first. I mean, you learn all the essentials, little brown jug, and all the good things.
Right.
I think I had like maybe 2 years of lessons, so a lot of it was just by ear.
Gotcha.
I mean, I'm never going to be Billy Sheehan. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
For what we do, I don't know. Because if you're going to play every single guitar part,
Right.
might as well just get a baritone guitar.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay. But sometimes, as a rhythm person,
Right.
it's nice to lock into that groove. With,
Oh,
with your
absolutely.
drummer,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold that bottom down and,
Yeah.
and still be, aggressive to a degree.
Right.
But, yeah, that would be me. And it's just like, learn as you go kind of thing.
Right.
And this is funny because I was sitting there, I was just thinking, man, that sounds like, that it is. When you can find the notes because you can hear them kind of in a way.
Right.
Then you're kind of like, oh, I feel kind of smart now. But it is what it is.
Absolutely. How about you? What was your...
Oh god, my first drum set was, it was an Astro. My mom had got it from a guy who was doing cocktail lounge stuff.
Okay.
It was a real nice champagne finish. It was really cool. And then I found a kit that had similar size and everything. Bought that and just totally destroyed that damn kit. Made a cool little double bass.
Double bass kit.
Oh my god, yeah. But I mean, it was cool. I like that kit. It was just. And then I think the next kit I bought was a Ludwig. I saved up money and worked at. As a matter of fact, I worked at a music store, and that helped pay for it. I got a Ludwig Rocker, the Rocker 2 series,
Okay.
which was a really badass kit. And yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Those are the fun days. Like if you look at what you can start off with gear-wise now,
Yeah.
to like, the Silvertone, looking at the Sears catalog,
Right.
those are kind of cool.
Oh god.
Those are neat.
Sears catalog symbols that'll last you about 3 hits.
Yeah.
And oh my god.
1, 2, and it's broken.
Yeah.
2 gone. It's an ashtray.
That's funny. All right, so if you're, and since we're talking drums and bass here,
Sure.
so your gear's in, knock on wood, doesn't happen, but in a burning building, and you can only go in there and grab one piece of gear. So you're, one bass.
Mhm.
Obviously, drum-wise, it takes a bit more than being able to grab
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
But especially if you...
He's rolling out a case. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
He's back in his van in the truck. Oh my god.
Looks like the
But-
guy in the movie, God damn it, Tommy Lee Jones, Volcano. Was it Volcano? The one where they had the lava.
Oh,
Was that?
oh yeah.
No.
Are you talking the one where they're in the tunnel and the
Yeah.
guy jumps out?
Yeah.
He like jumps right in the lava to save the girl. He's like totally sleeping in the lava.
I think he's saying, pushing this thing out, everything's so good.
Oh yeah.
Well, lucky for me, both my bases sit right next to each other, so I would take both of them.
I guess if it boiled down to it, and I can only sell like one part of my kit.
Right.
Okay, so
Snap.
no disrespect to my other endorsing companies,
Right.
but I think the attack rack, I would say,
Okay.
that thing is the most.
It's very easy to set up.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the racks, I mean, first off, it looks metal as fuck,
Right.
and you got
Excuse me?
as metal as intercourse. Is that better? But just the way it's set up. I mean, I literally you've dealt with the rack before. The thing never sets up right.
Right.
If it's got 3 legs, you're screwed. If it's got 4 legs, you're doubly screwed. This thing, because of the way it's built, even if your surface is uneven, that thing conforms to it.
Oh.
It doesn't slip.
Cool.
It's sand rails pretty much.
Nice.
I've had 0 issues with setup and slippage,
Nice.
and that to me was just the selling point. Eric Meyer, who's in Dark Angel, he's a creator of it, and Gene Hogan was like one of the first endorsing guys. And
Right.
it's on tour now. They've got like Dustin from Devil Driver, the drummer from Ministries on it, Gonzo Sandoval from Armored Saint. He's on it. But yeah, that would be that. That's like
I
one of the.
mean, we did Grim Reaper, what, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
And obviously they were flying in, so we backlined them.
Right.
So the other 2 drummers just used his kit.
Yeah.
Set up, changed everything out, or adjusted
Adjustment stuff. Yeah.
in 10 minutes,
Wow.
which never happens.
Yeah.
And I was,
Yeah.
I had the foresight to set it up the night before. I went up there and had everything set up, so all they had to do was walk in, so I didn't have to worry about carting that shit up to Ramona.
Right.
So,
Oh my goodness.
It's okay.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what the hell's going on with my phone. It's like freaking out my computer.
That's okay.
All right.
Could be important.
No, it's fine.
Don't forget the tacos.
Yeah, that's really
That's your
cool.
wife.
Hey,
Forget
tacos
to-
are important, buddy.
Yeah, it was.
Tacos save lives.
Yeah. So those two that you were talking about taking out, though, would be both your dingwalls.
Mhm.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And G3
Right.
and my afterburner.
Nice.
The afterburner would be like a Lamborghini, and the
Yeah.
combustion's like a you spend all the money in the catalog Corvette.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both great. They both do a little bit different things
Right.
tonally,
You got it.
but oh yeah, they're just.
Yeah.
I just look at the workmanship on that, and I just go,
Right.
oh my God. So whenever Sheldon puts up a new picture, my wife's like, "Don't look." I'm like, "Oh, too late." Right click and save that thing. Bam, new idea. Yeah.
Right.
Base
right.
porn.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. All right, what is the worst thing that has ever happened to either one of you guys on stage?
Oh.
This is always a fun one.
There's a couple good ones.
Oh, you can say a
my
couple.
God.
Doesn't have to be the
Let's see.
number one.
I've fallen.
Nice. That's always
Found
fun.
the only hole in the stage with my leg. That was older. That was like in the 80s.
Okay.
Trying to get up on. Remember the basements would be higher up.
Yeah.
And I went to step and I didn't see the triangular shaped hole. So when you think you're pushing yourself to get up,
Yeah,
and
you're
your leg
going
just
in.
goes, and you just lap your knee on it. Yeah, that was exciting.
That feels fun.
Of course, there's always the favorite wireless. What the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Going out.
Oh, there's a good one. Texas. Cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually 2, 4, 8, 16.
Was this at the Metal Fest?
Yes.
Okay.
Impedance limits.
Right.
I'm not going to complain because they had a cabinet.
Yeah.
It was a mark-based cabinet.
Okay.
My head will do, 8 or 4.
Okay.
My new dark glass will go 2 though. So I look at this cabinet and I'm thinking, okay, it's a mark-based. Okay. 6 ohms. How's that going to work?
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, okay. Plug it in, start playing. I'm like, oh, I hope I don't blow this thing up.
Yeah.
I'm like, I really don't want to buy one of these for this guy.
Right.
And I can just hear the horn screaming, so I'm just like, I'm trying to adjust my compressor
Oh man.
and pull out some tone.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, I hope I don't blow this thing out. If it's mine, I don't care. But
Right. Yeah.
It's a 412 Mesa Boogie. It's like a tank.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh. But I'm like scratching my head. I mean, I think I had a tone like, what the hell's up with 6 ohms on a cabinet?
Yeah.
Who makes an amp that does 6 ohms? Like,
Yeah. Well, and who would? I mean, and also too, who would, as somebody who's backlining a gig, why
Yeah.
would you put that as your? You know what I mean? As your cabinet.
Well,
That's-
didn't they were also having problems with getting backlines. It was like, I was
Yeah.
confused as far as who was going to supply our cabinets for our gig.
Oh.
So it was, and it was literally like a last minute,
Oh,
right before we
wow.
got on stage, where it was like,
But we know better
we don't
now.
have any amps. I'm like, oh,
we know
okay.
who to rent when we go to Texas.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found this.
I can't remember his name, saved my life, but
Steve
Yeah.
knows, I think.
He had
Yeah.
some good
But yeah,
gear.
they
I mean, I can get by with an 810 SVT.
Right.
Per the norm,
Right.
And
Yeah.
with my GK or my dark glass head,
Yeah.
5 pounds.
Right.
Fits in my
got
suitcase.
away with a 5-piece kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Exactly.
kit was nice though.
Make
You
it
would
up.
have
It was
loved
a
this
Ludwig.
kit.
It was a Ludwig
Oh, nice.
Birch kit. Oh,
Ooh, nice.
First night they broke it out, like, damn, that sounds pretty damn good.
Oh yeah.
Nice
that was
depth.
just.
Oh yeah.
I literally. I mean, they kind of tuned it at the shop, and I kind of tweaked it at the stage. God, it sounded gorgeous.
Yeah.
Sick.
Perfect.
Just.
Yeah.
It's even cooler was he picked all the gear up at the last show.
Oh nice.
Yeah, because we were flying out the next morning.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha.
He lived a couple miles away from the Fitzgerald's.
Nice.
So me and Louis just drove it over there. We just loaded in his backyard.
Yeah.
Done.
That would be a fun story. The
What?
load in Austin, talking about.
Oh my
Sorry.
God.
Okay.
So we pull up in Austin. Of course, we go there. There's a freaking hurricane or whatever.
Oh God, yeah.
So we land in San Antonio,
Uh,
pick up the gear, and we're driving to Austin.
Okay.
So we get to the club, and get out of the car. He's there. And the first thing I'm like, it smells like New Orleans.
Mhm.
Beer and pee,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
well, we're Californians, so I'm in
Right.
shorts and flip-flops.
Yeah.
And so we get to the back door to load in, and there are just these, I want to say there was 8 cement steps.
Okay.
And everything's in flight cases.
Oh. Come on.
Yeah.
So getting the 2 4x12s up was exciting.
Oh, that was a blast. That was
Yeah.
And now we get to the Ampeg, which
Oh,
is heavy by
yeah,
itself.
yeah.
But now it's in a flight case.
Oh jeez.
So I got Steve and Louie at the top trying to pull it, and I'm underneath this thing pushing, right? And they keep stopping. I'm like, And I don't want to sound like an asshole, but you know I'm underneath this thing, right? It's like, come on.
Should they gonna go uphill? I'm dying
my
first.
Yeah.
In flip-flops.
In flip-flops.
Flip-flops even better.
On moss.
On moss. Because they would take all the. We found this out after the gig. We're sitting there, and the bar back would actually take all the empty stuff like that and just stand at the top step and just kind of chuck them out the back door. But it would all land on the steps, so that's why the steps were all mossy. So I was
Oh,
like,
nice.
so I walking on like
Yeah.
with a kick drum. That's always a plus.
Yeah.
And they weren't like full steps, they were kind of short too.
Oh,
Right, of course.
A real
Yeah.
thin little
Pretty
walk
sure
right
they weren't good, because that was definitely taller than 7.5. Oh, yeah. That was exciting.
Yeah.
And then after we got it up to the main level, it's like, oh, we get to load it on stage. I'm like, yeah.
Perfect.
I'm like, just tilt it back. I'm just gonna push it up like a table and
Right.
just straight up.
Slide it out. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Right.
Those are always the fun stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gear
Oh, yeah.
failures.
Always fun.
Well, that and you're not really fond of really bad Queensryche karaoke at 6 in the morning.
We tend to stay up late when we're out of town too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's par for the course.
Yeah, absolutely. That's part of the gig.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What advice would you give like your younger self or a younger player?
Practice more.
Yep. Practice more.
Practice more. I guess learn more theory.
Okay.
I mean,
That was a good one.
yeah. I mean, well, it just helps you as you
Right.
move along through it.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm not saying be like a GIT guy,
Right.
but just I mean, I know notes
Right.
and obviously beat, but I mean, I can't sight read,
Right.
and I don't know many people who can.
Mhm.
Well, Killian probably can.
Yeah.
He's
Both of us are like.
Wait, what's that little upside down thing?
Oh, that's what I do when we write songs. I actually, they'll like,
Yeah, he charts it.
I'll chart it all out.
Oh yeah.
Not just because of 30 years of teaching freaking marching.
Yeah.
Everybody
I'm
looks
the
at my
same way.
notes like, what the hell does that say?
Mine are like that too. It's like,
What's the little riffy thing? No, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Don't worry about that.
I know what that is. Yeah. I get the important
I know,
things. The
yeah.
riff,
Yeah. Right.
the riff,
Yeah.
and the BPM. That's
There you
pretty
go.
much all you really need to know.
Absolutely.
I like my,
But
I like
that
my
is
when,
definitely,
it's
I
in,
mean-
when it's in 4/4 and I've got 9/8 notes in the measure. What?
No,
That's why I
great.
brought him, because he's a drummer. I
Yeah.
figure you guys will.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just rhythm section, we usually
Right.
travel everywhere.
Oh yeah, we hang out. Absolutely. It's good.
There's a lot of, I mean, I think I would definitely think theory. I would rethink, I mean, starting now versus when I started would be vastly different
Oh
because
yeah.
you can learn everything online.
Yeah.
Someone's done a version of a song or, you know,
Right.
but I would listen to good stuff if you're going to write.
Yeah.
I mean, depending what genre you like. I mean, to me, if I was teaching somebody or saying something to listen to, and my wife's gonna slap me, but I'd give them the first Winery Dog album if you're into rock,
Yeah.
because if you listen to how they write,
Mhm.
not just all the notes,
Right.
but pure structure and melody,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a reason all three of those guys are top flight.
Yeah.
And who knew Richie Kotzen could sing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, I just remember he took over for CC DeVille, you know?
Yeah.
You're just like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
oh, that's amazing. And, he plays with no pick, soft finger.
Wow. Yeah.
So-
That's crazy.
Good stuff. I mean, to me, it's the melodies. I think that's something that's important in what we do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is we like heavy, of course, but I love melody.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be a melody. And Mr. Pot, Steve, he's really good at melody
Yeah.
and lyrics writing, and that's like, because, I mean, what are you going to hum? You're not going to hum the bass line or the drum beat.
Right.
But you'll harm a good
Yeah.
lead or the melody of the song.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
And that's key.
The hook. Yeah, absolutely.
Because I mean, listening to some of the stuff you listen to now, I'm just like, oh my god, what was that?
Yeah.
But if there's a melody that I can hook onto, then
Right.
that instantly kind of like
Mhm.
perks my interest.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, and nowadays with the half a second attention span of everyone. But I was just reading this thing. They were saying like a lot of big bands won't even put out a whole album now because they just cluster them,
Mhm.
because they break down because everything's analytically done now, right?
Mhm.
Look at your Spotify or Pandora playlist,
Mhm.
and it's usually 2 to 3 songs are the ones that get the most plays.
Right.
Right. So if you put out 3 songs and they're those 3 songs that get the most play,
Mhm.
You know, which is sad.
Right.
Because for me, it was like getting the album.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
okay.
discovering those hidden tracks
Yeah.
that didn't make
Finish, you
radio.
know?
Right. Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
then it was like, ooh. And then there was that time frame where I was like, well, there was one good song on the whole album.
Right. Yeah.
Those are like,
Yeah.
you know, then you're kind of like, ugh.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think like that was a good thing about it was
Right.
that ability. I mean, Steve and I just had this discussion about digital versus making CDs.
Mhm.
right?
Oh yeah.
And we were talking about doing trying some different things
Mhm.
because he loves to have the CD in the spread and open
Right.
and see the lyrics. And
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do really.
Yeah.
Other than going, what are the lyrics for? You know,
Right.
Google.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you know, that's where we put our thanks in.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
And that's important to me.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, definitely.
People that support us, the clubs, the promoters, the booking agents, the people that take our
Companies.
pictures,
Right.
people who are at every show,
Right.
the people that were endorsed by, like
Exactly.
yourself, and you know,
Yeah.
that's the spotlight thing. You know
Right.
what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, I love it. You know, and we had this discussion about
Mhm.
me being old school. Like, you know,
Right.
I want to promote it.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean? I'm not here just to get a free chord.
Right. Right.
And
Yeah.
per your that one time you were talking about that.
Right.
And I just kind of crack up because
Right.
I'm just like, and I had the same conversation with Sheldon about it, you know, and I'm like, you know, I love working the booth anyway.
Mhm.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Talking about, you know, plus I get to play with all of them.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Stand around and
Right
play a
there.
ton of
Like,
great
Probably
gear.
close to 50 grand worth of
Right.
game walls. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't touched that one yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year I earned the okay to touch the good ones. You know?
That's awesome.
But plus I'm like the human sanitizer. When someone's done,
Oh my god, you should take stock.
don't want anthrax.
Yeah.
Never
oh,
get
God,
anthrax.
anthrax.
Yeah. It's
You don't want the flu from some guy from South Korea.
Yeah.
You'd probably be in bed for a month, you know.
They call that
Right.
Kim Jong. Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff I like now, because I mean, well, endorsements in the 80s or 90s way different than now.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
it took work to get them. You know what I
Right.
mean? And that's what I liked about your message, because it really has changed. It's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
You know, now it's all about how many likes do you have on your Twitter or your
Right.
Facebook, because
It's about the exposure. I mean, and things cost money. I mean, and
Yeah.
people. I think musicians sometimes, not all of them. Like, you know, the younger ones will. Oh, I'm gonna walk in an endorsement deal. It's gonna be free. No.
Yeah.
You know.
Mr. Paul McCartney. I don't think you're getting some for free.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you reach a level where you're actually paid to be an endorser, but
If you have,
you know,
if
I mean,
you have a name or
Yeah.
if you have
Right.
your guitar.
but at that point, you're
Yeah.
probably like Billy Sheehan. You got the Billy Sheehan model. You're making money for the company, so that revenue is coming in that aspect.
Right.
So.
Richie Faulkner for Judas Priest. You know,
Right.
He's
Yeah.
got his own. Oh, good lord. His
Sort
own
of like,
Epiphone.
oh,
That's the word I was trying to think of.
Right.
Sorry. Old age.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, and you're absolutely right. I mean, that's the way a lot of that stuff is, and you know, especially when it comes to the smaller companies. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you know, I mean, it's a lot. It's every one of those is money out of my pocket. That's
Exactly.
all, you know.
Yeah,
So
it's like, why would I sell it to you at cost?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in this to make money. It's
Right.
like business. How the business works. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, it's
And I totally understand and respect that. You know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just like, I think everybody better talk to, talk to Keith, talk to you. shoot
Yeah.
you an
Well, it's
email.
just like us with giving away CDs, giving away shirts.
Right,
Like
right,
we're
right.
paying for. Well, you know.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
And obviously you get a certain amount of comp you have to do. I mean, that's
Right.
always standard, but I mean,
Right.
Well, if it's a new club and they're really nice to us, yeah. It's
I'll
a
come
shirt.
out.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if we're going to be back, and,
Sure.
you know, it's,
Yeah.
Always want to come back and
Right.
you know, stuff like
Right.
that, or
Absolutely.
we do a interview or something or whatever it is. Try to make sure to get something
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they're taking the time because
Right.
they've just heard of us. They don't know us.
Right.
You know, and I like to think of it as the old school way of doing things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, our handshake is a handshake,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
not like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
it's not an email received
No.
Yeah.
and you're done with it. Yeah.
It's not the blow off or ghosting.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, it's just you don't last long in this business if you ghost people.
Right, absolutely, and it's so small. That's one of the things I think people don't get is how small the music industry is. And it's funny because I was talking with John Moody from GHS Strings about that same thing, and it's just so, and literally even just the other day. I mean, I won't say the artist's name, but it's actually an artist that we both have, and we were like, you know, and like he had sent an email to John, and then he had contacted me, and it was like all over NAMM stuff, and we were so John and I both got. I was like, hey. did he happen to say this to you? And he's like, no, not really. And I'm like, okay, I'm just curious. You know, but it's so small. Like the industry is so tiny, and it is. It's we go to NAMM, and I guarantee you, if there's somebody there that I don't know, I guarantee you within 2 people, we know each other.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
It's like the Kevin Bacon thing.
Yeah, exactly.
6 degrees. The 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Is that what it was?
Exactly. Yeah.
God.
And I think it's even less than 6 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably
Yeah,
even 2
definitely.
or 3. Yeah.
Oh, because everybody's
crazy.
intermingling. I mean, that right
Yeah.
there is like the biggest TMZ for music ever.
Right.
That's where that's where you find out. This person's jumping from this brand to this brand. You know it before it hits the streets.
Right.
Yeah.
Or watch out for this guy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or
Absolutely.
actually, I had one of those really fun epiphany moments.
Okay.
We were in Vegas,
Uh,
and we're down in Fremont. A good friend of mine, Marty, and he wanted me to meet his friend Lonnie, who plays bass.
okay.
And so he knows Tom Bolus,
Okay.
Bass Player Magazine.
Uh-huh.
And so he's like, "Oh, I've met Sheldon," and we started talking. He goes, "Wait a minute, on Saturday, were you because we were sitting, well, it was Sheldon, guy who built Spectre basses, and somebody else was there. I can't remember who it was." He goes, "Were you at the Thai place?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "So was I." So we were literally sitting
Right.
8 people apart, but
Right.
never connected.
Never had talked,
He's like,
yeah.
"Dude, I was there." I'm like, "Yeah, me too." I was like, sitting on the floor. He goes, "Oh." So that was like, man,
That's hilarious.
talk about,
Right.
the
Yeah.
separation part, and
Absolutely.
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I also love meeting people, and
Oh, yeah.
it's fun,
Absolutely.
And I think that's the best part about it,
Mhm.
And with me, I don't use something I don't trust or I don't
Yeah.
Yeah.
love to use.
And you see that shit so much at NAMM. You see these kids coming up. They go, I'm gonna blanket Vader, Vic Firth, Promark,
Right.
and then this, and they don't get what the whole thing entails.
Mhm.
It's like,
Well, that was what we're going to talk about. Give somebody knowledge back then to now.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, and I was a kid. I did that too. When we were in VMS, I did that too. I was gonna blanket all the drum companies. It's like,
right.
why would I blanket Pearl if I've never played him?
Right.
Why, so that's, with Pearl, with Peace, I played the drums. I also got them hooked up through the music store. So that's kind of where my deal started with them. And
Gotcha.
it's that thing. But like the companies that I use them because I want to use them.
Right.
And it's not like if Tom were to come up and say, you want to play it? I'm not a big fan of Tom.
Yeah.
I like Peace. If somebody else that I do like, we'll talk, and I'll
Right.
maybe get a piece of equipment from him, see how I like it,
Right.
talk, see how it goes. But that's
What are the symbols you use?
Sultan,
Have you ever,
which I really, really dig.
have you ever tried to find their shop?
It's I know where it's at. It's out here in like Menifee area or something like that.
No, it's actually in
Paris or whatever.
no, it's in Ventura County.
Ventura.
Oh,
Right
okay.
off the 101. Yeah, I mean, it's like
okay.
literally behind. It's off an alley, and then it's like it's a guy's house, but he's got like this detached garage, and then you see all these curtains. Then he pulls them open. And it's like
Symbol heaven.
Symbol
it's,
heaven.
it's
The fun part is we're using Google to get there.
oh my god, that was great.
And I'm like, I have no fucking idea where this is. Because there's like a hospital, a road,
And then it's residential.
and the sign was literally about as big as my phone.
Yeah, literally, it's like on like right by a mailbox with Sultan. I'm like, I guess this is it. Then I got like my heart just went. But it was really cool because it was like he goes, okay, what style do you play? Da, da, da. Let's try the Extreme series, and he starts bringing out, what size crashes do you want? I've got 13 all the way to 24. I'm like,
Yeah.
And hold 'em up.
be calm.
Knee buckle.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I mean, it was again, they were one of those companies that, he took the time, made sure that it was the right sound I wanted, and it was just and it's a rapport you build. So I always drop by now and say hi, or I'll email every once in a while, keep them updated on what the band's doing.
Right,
But I
of
mean,
course.
for me, as far as what I want to play, I played Zildjian, I played Peisty, like them both, but it's not the way I hear things with a soul tone, because it's like you can ride on their crashes, crash on their rides, vice versa, and it's a really cool sound you get out of them.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
I'm with them.
I think that's the cool thing about NAMM, is if you have a unique flavor that you like, you're gonna probably find it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It may be in the basement,
Right.
or maybe on the upper,
On the baby room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, the
Absolutely.
import supreme rooms.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's all good. I mean, it's just amazing just to see stuff. And I
Right.
Yeah,
think,
that's
Yeah.
it's a fun place to meet people, and like you establish a lot of friends social media wise.
Oh, yeah.
Like I knew Tony before we actually got to meet,
Right, right,
or
right.
John.
Yep.
And when you finally get to put the handshake to the
Right.
person.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome to
Oh,
see.
yeah.
You know, or even Rick Guthrie Jr. You know, just these guys, they're just fun to talk to, you know.
Right.
And they're East Coast, I'm West Coast, so
Right.
it's
yeah.
fun to kind of figure out what time's the best for us to chat. You know?
Right.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to
Yeah,
bed, or
right.
he's getting up, or
Right.
vice versa, kind of thing. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what I like about it the best. I think
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
the friendships, really.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because it spans into different parts of things.
Totally.
You know what I mean? And it's just like everything in life. I think it's just about communicating.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got so philosophical off that one.
Yeah.
God, it was almost like my interview in Texas.
So you had like a clarity
Super deep.
moment there. I don't know. It was the best interview in Texas ever. He's like, well, what do you think about this? And the next thing I know, he's talking about trees.
Yeah, we were out. Well, we was it the night we played? Or was it the night before?
The night before.
The night before
The night of infamy.
It was like an 8-hour drive, and I was like, and one of the Cassie brought in this like 2 12-packs of beer, Jägermeister, all this shit. So yeah, boys gonna drink. So we're sitting in this guy's thing, and he's doing his interview thing, and asked, what are your influences?
Yeah.
And I went from start out with that, and then also I ended up like I think I was talking about fucking gardening or something. So that I'm not allowed to drink and do interviews at the same time anymore.
And I'm trying to be
It's
the
so
good
good.
soldier.
I know he's like when Bobby's the voice of reason when there's alcohol in the room.
It's not.
You know,
Yeah,
you know,
it's-
it's gone south.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We've gone into a dimensional shift.
That
Because I
was,
was like, yeah, I don't want to be hungover tomorrow.
Right.
And then I was like, oh, well, fuck it.
Yeah.
I ended up drinking with Scott till 2 in the morning. So.
no, it was later than that because we didn't get in till 4.
Oh, that's right.
That's hilarious.
I just remember going to bed. You know, when you're going to bed and the sun, it's pre-dawn,
Yeah.
Oh,
and room service knocks on your door 3 hours later. What? Total exorcist voice, you know?
what?
Need my beauty sleep.
That's hilarious. That's great. That's really
Die.
funny.
Die whoever you are.
That's awesome. So these last set of questions is like kind of like one-word answers. So they're just like first thing that pops in your head, like whatever you're thinking.
Beer.
Oh no.
Wait, a beer. Yeah. What is your? This might be the first one. What is your favorite word?
That's a tough one. Because they're usually 4 letters,
That's fine.
you know.
I know right off the bat. My favorite word's fuck.
Okay. That's fine. We've done that
I
lots of
think
times.
lately mine would be, what the fuck?
What the fuck? Okay. That works.
Because it's like, I think it's just funny, you know. Sorry, I'm not diverging here.
That's
but
okay.
People use social media for different things, right?
Right.
Oh god.
And
Yeah.
for me, I can connect with music friends all around the world. I can talk to school friends
Right.
who maybe have moved away,
Right.
or construction, because I have a lot of construction friends. So
Right.
and I push our music, right?
Right.
Those are the 4 really big things I use for it.
Yeah.
So when people start posting and getting offended about their weird shit, all I can say is, what the fuck's wrong
Yeah.
with you? Rudolph? Really? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what happens when we started handing out participation awards
Right.
instead of trophies.
Absolutely.
Fucking Darwin.
What is your least favorite word?
Pay me. No. You owe. No.
God. Oh god. Least favorite word.
I think my least favorite word is I can't.
Yeah. That's a good
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta say
mean,
that.
one. Yeah. That's a
It
good
was an old man that told me that says I can't means I won't.
one. Right.
When you
right.
say you
That's
can't, you
good.
already made it remind
You
not
already
to.
make you're not. Oh, I can't
Yeah.
do that because
Right.
you've already limited yourself, right?
Right.
And you know it's about self-promoting yourself,
Mhm.
right? So you just got to go for it. I
Yeah.
mean, if you want to be in what we do musically,
Right.
The word can't cannot exist in your
No.
vocabulary. It
Right.
cannot
I
be there.
mean, at least try.
It can't be there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can't be there.
At least try.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, I can't play this part. Well, I'm not playing it yet. I haven't tried it.
Right.
Why negate myself from doing that?
Right.
Exactly. So it's, yeah.
I mean, you
Can't.
set yourself up for positive. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
absolutely.
mean?
Yeah, that's great. It's really good. What sound or noise do you love?
Ooh.
Distorted bass and double bass.
Just distorted bass
Well,
and double bass?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
My tone and his tone. No.
Nice. Yeah.
No, it was good.
And the guitar tones too. It's that's just like.
I think if I had to single out one favorite sound, it would be, Alex Van Halen's drum sound from the You Live in 2 record.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's gorgeous. Just, that's still better than any porn movie. I can't believe I just said that either. But yeah, that
I'm
just,
gonna scoot
that's.
back a little bit.
Move
Things could get cheeky.
All right. So the adverse to that, what sound or noise do you hate?
people that cup a microphone on stage.
Oh God, yeah, that is bad.
Any feedback on stage.
Yeah.
It's just like
Feedback's a big one.
I mean, I get some things, you know, but there's a reason Glenn Fricker says, "Don't cup the mic, asshole." You know?
I think for me, it would be a horribly tuned snare.
There
Oh
you go.
God.
These are all musical
Just-
influence things.
I
Not
know.
like music is a big part of our life or anything.
Right.
No.
That's okay though. There's nothing wrong with that.
I could also say someone using a really dull saw blade, like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Right.
I love
And
it.
you go, it's in backwards.
That's why it's not
Did
cutting.
you follow the arrow in rotation? You know?
That's good. What profession other than your own, other than being a musician, would you like to attempt? Anything. It can be anything.
I would, wow.
I'd leave the obvious gynecology answer out.
I thought you said proctologist.
That was such a pain in the ass, though.
I am, terrible. I would flip houses.
Okay.
Maybe not here,
Yeah.
because, you're not going to pick up something dirt cheap and
Make a ton.
turn it into something here because the value of everything.
Mhm.
But it just looks fun. I think that's probably why I do it. I like to do what I do
Mhm.
when I'm not doing music, obviously.
Right.
Because it's fun when somebody explains that idea or a dream they have,
Right.
and you can help them get there.
Yeah.
Because then it's there,
Right.
and
That's
then
cool.
word of mouth, and then they tell their friend, and their friend wants the exact.
And so on.
I can't do the exact same thing, but we can come up with something different. You know?
Right.
I mean, in terms of satisfaction,
Right.
because
cool.
it's like it's not a corporate job.
Yeah.
It's not a 9 to 5 job.
Right.
Sometimes it's sooner, sometimes you stay later.
Right.
And I like to think of it's kind of like the last of the Wild West because
Mhm.
you're building something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And there's a ton of satisfaction of doing something
Oh,
like that,
totally.
and then and having that tangible item.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And then it turns out awesome.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, really? Yeah, that looks
Yeah.
neat.
Right.
Or I did that.
Right.
Because it's a confidence thing. Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
and the funny thing about being a carpenter, as in terms of as a musician, is the more you do it, the better you get at it.
Right.
Right. And it's just like, okay. Like if we'll take a couple weeks off and get busy with my clients and trying to book shows or
Right.
do some angle of the band. I try to do at least one band thing a day
Right.
to some degree
Yeah.
because someone's got to do it. So-
Right. That's
And
good.
that's my inner fire,
Gotcha.
And so I won't play bass. I hate to say it, for a week or so,
Right.
depending on
Yeah,
what's
what
going on.
happens,
Plus
yeah.
life. I mean, I have married kids.
Of course. Yeah.
And so, when you go back in to crack the rust off,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my God, why did I miss those days?
Yeah.
You're just like, oh. See, what will blow your mind is I'm actually left-handed,
Right.
but I play bass right-handed.
Oh wow. Okay.
So this is going to be my dominant hand.
Right.
So we're doing triplets, quartets, whatever difficult time patterns. This will always be the hand that needs the most work
Most work.
to stay in coordination.
Gotcha. Interesting.
So take a week off from me. It's like, oh, why? Bad hobby.
Bad hobby. Bad hobby.
Bad body. So how about you?
I would actually love to design drum sets.
Oh okay.
I just because it's so fun. Like when I was picking this kit out, I went through so many freaking rack designs and all that. But it was just like kind of cool just to create something. I mean, I built my drum set into some weirdest shit, but it was cool. I couldn't play, but I go, God damn, that little bitching on stage. I can't play it, but
Cherry Bosey over there.
Yeah. Right.
that's
Yeah.
way too many.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that'd probably be it. Like a drum tech, something like that.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's awesome. I like that.
Or a florist one too.
Oh, they're kind of similar.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Arrangements.
Arrangement.
There we
Yeah,
go.
exactly. Yeah, there you go.
I
Absolutely.
couldn't resist.
You funny American.
Yeah.
That's what happens. I get 6 hours sleep.
Yeah,
I
right.
get fired.
So, before I ask my last question, what's where can everybody find you online? Both of you guys,
Well,
or the band, or what?
Band would be Facebook would be our best way to go. It's Symbolic Official,
Symbolic official.
and then symbolicband.com, I believe, is the
Yeah.
website.
Symbolicband.com and then
That was the whole issue about me not getting my Microsoft Word to work because I have it all printed out.
Oh,
Couldn't get the file open.
and then
Okay.
I think any of our individual pages.
You'll find us.
Yeah, I mean we're really out there.
You can't miss these two mugs.
No, we're
Oh, actually, they can find us on your website too.
they can do that. Absolutely.
Under the
we're social media whores.
Yes,
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Last question, guys. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
It was close, but you just barely made it, son. Come on in.
I love it.
Oh God, what do I want him to say? John Bonham has been waiting for you.
For
the win.
Love it.
John
For the win,
Henry.
yeah.
John Henry Bonham.
I love it. That was great. Awesome, guys. Well, thanks so much for being on the podcast.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for being here. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. And yeah, everybody, make sure you go check out Symbolic. And thanks for watching or listening and watching, I guess, both.
Hopefully, I my good side.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Watching.
And like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.